Hi there, brothers and sisters. Greetings to you all. You are most welcome. Once upon a time, Patrice Emile Lumumba of Congo said that the history of Africa will be written by Africans, and those history will not be the history from Brussels, from America, or from Paris. It will be the history from Africa. So today we are going to explore an historical site here in the continent of Africa where our ancestors fought against colonialism. We are here to pray for our ancestors because they fought to liberate themselves against colonialism. But at the end of the day, they didn't succeed, but they fought a hard fight. And we, the young generation, we are going to appreciate by praying with them and asking them to help us so that we can have wisdoms and mentality to reform and change the continent of Africa. So brothers and sisters, join with me in this wonderful journey where we are going to explore an African culture, traditions, and many things concerning our ancestors. So join with me.
After walking for about 2 hours, we arrived at the place where our elders believed that Jesus stepped on a stone and left a footprint. In this area, people believed that Jesus was an African. But I was trying to ask some questions about this footprint that believed that was from Jesus who stepped in this stone. So I asked them, why don't they believe that maybe it is African God or African ancestor who left this footprint on the stone? But the answer still was difficult because due to the belief, herders have inherited this belief to the people in this area that this area is the area where Jesus left his footprints. Also, under the guidance of the chief from this area, is shown us some medicine, herbal medicine that was used by ancestors, and still today, the people in this area are still using. Also, we learn a good thing that various indigenous religions and belief systems were practiced across the continent. These often involved a deep connection with nature, ancestral worship, and spiritual rituals. Islam and Christianity have spread in certain regions through trade and cultural interactions. But before our ancestors, our African people have their own indigenous origin that was connected with the nature. So these are things that we learned when we were in this area. So from that point, we move ahead to the area where there was a big fight during colonial resistance, where our African heroes resisted colonialism. They fought a hard fight against colonialism, but at the end of the day, many of our African heroes lost their lives, not because they are so weak, no, because at that time, Africa, we don't have this modern or this technology of weapons. So when colonial power came to Africa, they came with guns and other stuffs like small bombs. So Africans at that time, we don't have those kind of weapons. So we lost those war. So now, as you can see, brothers and sisters, so we passed through hard way like this. but all in all is to explore our African history. And then we reach at this point.
So, brothers and sisters, as you see, this is the reality. So we are here to write our own history, to teach our children, to teach our people that there is history behind those books that has been written by others. But this is the reality. This is our heroes who fought against colonialism.
So this tower is the symbol and sign of African heroes who fought against colonialism, and there was a single cemetery where almost 800 our African heroes were buried. So you can just imagine how many people lost lives at that war against colonial powers. So that's why we are here to remember them, to embrace and to appreciate their fight and their resistance against colonialism. We came with our brothers and sisters to teach them, our young men, women, they can learn the true history, not the only history that has been written in books. There are histories that are not in books, and that is what we are trying to explore. So, if you think we are weak, no, we are not weak. We are strong, and we are here to survive.
This is the place where our ancestors has been hiding their tools, their equipment, their weapons to fight against colonialism. So enjoy with this video. It is a wonderful journey for me to learn something from this area. As you see, it is a beautiful place and it is very fantastic and wonderful.